Today, on Political Personalities with Skye, we are meeting with Robert Cordero, the Executive Director of Grand Street Settlement, a nonprofit organization that's been here on the Lower East Side for over 100 years, helping tens of thousands of New York families.
Grand Street's been around for over 100 years. We were founded in 1916, and we've always served immigrants that are recently arrived in the United States and folks who are really trying to get their footing to take advantage of the American dream. And we serve seniors, and so much of what we do is about positivity and being active and trying to strengthen yourself and our community as New Yorkers. So I think what you're going to see next is going to be really fun because you'll see how active our seniors are here in the Lower East Side of New York City.
I want to let you know, my name is May. I'm a newcomer. I just came over here to Skye Street that somebody told me about, and I was absolutely amazed. Everybody over here has been so awesome.
So Grand Street Settlement has the best fundraiser in New York City. It's called Taste of the Lower East Side. Because of the pandemic, we haven't been able to do it the last 2 years. What's exciting is we're bringing it back to the Lower East Side here with our partners at Essex Crossing in the Essex Market. And so we're thrilled about it. It's on May 18th. It'll be right in the middle of the spring. We're gonna have the very best restaurants from the Lower East Side supporting our restaurant partners. All proceeds will benefit our youth programs and our summer camp that serves almost 2,000 kids in New York, and the Lower East Side and Brooklyn. So join us. So again, welcome to the Lower East Side. We're on our rooftop terrace at our senior center over here at 175 Delancey with Grand Street Settlement. You look up here, you see these wonderful apartments that provide affordable, safe, high-quality housing for our seniors in the neighborhood. Our community center is right here. And if you look around, you see the historic Lower East Side, where Grand Street Settlement has been for over 100 years, combined with the future of Lower East Side, which is what we're doing here, what small businesses are doing. There are buildings with commercial vendors. There are new buildings that are being built that combine affordable housing with market rent housing. And it's just really one of the most vibrant neighborhoods, not just in New York City, but in the country. Grand Street Settlement has this incredible partnership with Best Buy through the Best Buy Foundation. We have created with our team and through that partnership a teen technology center here on Broome Street in the heart of the Lower East Side. We serve kids from the neighborhood, many of whom live in public housing in NYCHA and attend public schools in the area. They come after school, and in the summer it's more of a full-time program, and they learn everything about science, technology, engineering, and math.
So this is an Oculus Rift. Right now we are doing a coding program. Youth are learning Unity, which allows them to code their own 2D and 3D games.
This is literally my first time using virtual reality. I feel the power.
My name is Ash. I'm the Teen Tech Director here at the Best Buy Teen Tech Center. Here we are an exploratory learning space for youth 13 to 18-year-olds. Here they engage in programming from graphic design, video production, coding, videography. We help teach them skills that will hopefully turn into projects, that will turn into career pathways for them to really grow. And
I believe that I am the most highly tattooed nonprofit executive director in the city of New York.
Prove it.
Long sleeve day, but this is just the beginning. And it's all reflective of my Puerto Rican culture and roses because my mom's name is Rosa, and just a whole bunch of other Taino, Indian art, indigenous from Puerto Rico, things that are meaningful to me, folks are gonna have to prove me wrong if they're more tattooed than I am. Skye, we are still in the heart of Lower East Side, and you see in real time the hyper-gentrification and the hyper-disparities that are prevalent here. You know, we're a bedrock of this neighborhood for over a century. The families here want what all New Yorkers want, to live a better life.
Exactly. So working in the community, being in the nonprofit world, politics really is everything. So give your shout outs. Who's been the most helpful?
It really is. Number one on our list is City Council member Carolina Rivera, homegrown from the Lower East Side. She has committed significant millions of dollars in capital funding for us to rebuild our 50-plus-year-old community center we're going to show you here at 80 Pitt Street. She's been all in on the project. I want to give a shout out to her predecessor, Councilmember Rosie Mendez, who was really the original elected official to help us. Senator Kavanaugh, we've got Assembly Member Epstein, and so many others. We're also gotten significant support and guidance from Congresswoman Velasquez, who's just always been a big supporter of Grand Street Settlement. We have most of our childcare centers in her district here in the Lower East Side and in Brooklyn.
Okay, so where are we going now? This is the new construction we're gonna see?
Yeah, we're going over to check out our community center at 80 Pitt Street, right at the corner of Pitt and Rivington. It's a part of the Lower East Side that most people, when they come to hang out in bars or to eat, don't venture over to. It's towards the east side of the Lower East Side. This neighborhood has one of the highest concentrations of public housing in the city of New York, much of it historic. At this site, when it reopens, will serve about 5,000 neighborhood residents with childcare services, after-school programs, summer camps, senior center, and help people with benefits, entitlements, and legal services to really support them and help strengthen families in the neighborhood. My illustrious colleague, Elsa Pereira, she's Managing Director of Operations, and like I always introduce her, she's a builder. She's the head of this massive construction project and renovation of our historic community center here in the Lower East Side.
So 80 Pitt Street is in the Lower East Side. It's our Lower East Side Community Center. We serve more than 10,000 people here every year. Twinkle to wrinkle, meaning babies all the way up to seniors. It's a 32,000 square foot, 3-story building, and we're doing around $18 million in renovations on the inside of the building. All of the systems, a new roof, new boiler, new electrical, and we're also reconfiguring the space to make it more efficient, so we can serve more people.
You're right. By early 2023, when it's completed, we can invite you back and show you how vibrant and impactful the community center is for the Lower East Side.
Tell us a little bit about your family, Robert.
Sure. You know, my family came from Puerto Rico in the 50s, actually to Chicago. My grandfather went from being a machetero, cutting sugarcane, to working in the steel mills of Chicago. And we grew up in Chicago. I have been in New York for over 2 decades, and you know, I feel like I bring, New York gives me a lot, but I definitely am proud that I bring kind of the Chicago work ethic with the cultural values of being Puerto Rican in a city that has so much Puerto Rican diversity, talent, and political power, often in a very disempowered community, the Latino community in the city. And so, you know, as I mentioned before, growing up in a settlement house and in a Head Start program, it's the pride of my life and my dream job to be the servant leader of Grand Street Settlement, working with 500 staff, serving 15,000 New Yorkers, creating new childcare services for families, protecting and supporting our seniors, making sure that our young people have a safe place to go after school, and really high quality summer camps. I mean, It's a dream job. You know, my constituents are my staff and the families who we serve.
Yeah.
I'm not an elected official, but I really do share the value that elected officials have of serving others. Grand Street Settlement and so many nonprofits are hidden gems in our city and are crucial to making sure that a city is strong, and especially nowadays that we have an opportunity to really truly recover.